Hello and welcome. John Paul Jones here with another short story. The title today is A Moment When Time Stood Still. This is a fresh piece from the series Small Town Streets. This takes place at the last home game in Garrett between two people. It was myself and an old friend from the past. I didn't expect him to be there, but delightfully he was, and I was so happy to be able to spend time with him and share with him. Little did I know it was the last time I would see him. So enjoy this short story. Hopefully, when you run into somebody, you can have a meaningful relationship, converse over the past, catching up, and it'll change you for the rest of your days as well. It's a beautiful time spent together. A moment when time stood still. A few minutes earlier, my wife and I walked through the gate, ticket paid, expecting no more than old school friends at the fence and the pretense of watching our old high school play a football game. Then I saw him, a man from my past, Jerry Custer. I smiled, greeted. He answered with the same well-worn joke we'd shared for years. We chuckled, and suddenly we stepped into a quiet, sacred space. Around us, the crowd cheered, and with every pass, punt, and play. But inside our small circle, time stood still. An hour drifted by as we traded stories from our small town lives. I asked about his family. After all, I'd grown up just one block from him all 12 years of school. He said his daughter's doing good, as I sensed his concern. His sons were doing well. He spoke of surviving COVID, one piece of wood at a time, cutting and splitting logs just to keep himself moving. He smiled when I mentioned old Fritz, the first police dog in town, and how I used to watch them train. He shared about his wife, her surgery, her rehab, and how he helped her through it day by day. Suddenly, a shift in time. We drift back to the 1970s when his parents were still alive. I remembered his dad, Junior's shop, a local mechanic in our small town. Retro mopeds from the 60s that somehow still ran. And how he let me ride them as if trust were easy. I told him about a poem I'd written with his dad, Junior, in mind, and said I'd love to stop by and share it. He smiled, said I was welcome anytime. He's at his dad's old shop every day. As our sacred moment neared its end, another memory surfaced. A day our lives crossed each other's paths, unforgettable. I was a young boy. He was the local policeman, first on the scene after a tragic accident. An old woman, you see, had pushed the start button on her Plymouth Fury for the last time. Something rigged beneath the hood, the car left in gear. We forget things. Sometimes the smallest oversight becomes the final one. He remembered that day clearly. He told me he's written something down every day for the last 50 years. Highlights, fragments, proof of living. He pulled a small piece of paper from his pocket and scribbled a few words, maybe notes from our conversation, maybe memories from long ago. He said someone would have to make sense of it all someday. Maybe his daughter would. And then, just like that, time started again. The game was over. We parted ways, hopeful I'd soon share the poem at his dad, Junior's shop. But it wasn't meant to be. Still, I cherish that sacred moment Two lives reconnecting after decades. Soul currency exchanged. Both of us richer for having shared a moment in time together. The end. I hope you enjoyed this. May the Lord bless you.